You can see here that the airport is extremely quiet, and that's because this was filmed back in May of 2020 during this pandemic. You can see our aircraft for today is an Allegiant Airbus A320, and it's about 19 years old. Here's the boarding process, and you can see kind of different angles compared to my last other flight reviews because we've upgraded the equipment. So this video is recorded with all the brand new equipment, so be on the lookout for extra new things. Here's our seat. It is seat 10A. It is an extra legroom seat. When we get farther in the air with more light, I'll show you like the more darker parts here. But you can definitely see a big difference, and there's lots of leg space offered, which is something I didn't think. And Allegiant passed out these hygiene kits for COVID protection. I have to say, they were really good. This aircraft that you're seeing right here, N246NV, I actually just went on a flight with it to Boston on an inaugural flight from Knoxville, so that flight review will be out soon, and hopefully you enjoy this takeoff. Alright, here is the bathroom tour for this flight. The bathroom was pretty clean, pretty tidy. There was some ice in the basin area, but other than that, it was a pretty clean bathroom. So the flight attendants were doing a good job of maintaining this bathroom and making it look clean. You can see here the aircraft is showing its age a little bit. It is 19 years old, so it's definitely not a newer aircraft, but it does have some spots where you can see it's definitely been around for a little bit. Here's the seat review part of this flight, and you can see here's a lot more light. I have to say, the legroom I was super shocked about. I could basically fully extend my legs like that, and it was basically on par with a lot of first class, business class products when it comes to leg space, and I was pretty shocked about that. The actual seat itself is kind of thin. It is a low-cost airline. You do get armrests, and of course you're not going to get an adjustable headrest, but still. It's a pretty good seat. It can get a little bit uncomfortable as time goes on, but for short haul under 3-hour flights, it definitely does very well. footage just came out really well in this video. I love how the edits, the footage, everything came out really well for using this new equipment. So I really hope you all enjoyed that cool little, I guess, review. This is the part where I talk about things that I like, some things that I don't like on that flight, because, you know, I want to do some cinematic shots and then come back here and say a couple things about how my flight went. So trying to be a little different than compared to most people who do these flight reviews. So starting with the things that I didn't like on my Allegiant flight, the first thing you can notice is the wear and tear on the aircraft. The airplane I was on was 19 years old and definitely felt like it. I mean, if you look carefully, you can see some stains, you can see some wear and tear on the aircraft, and it doesn't mean it's bad, it just means that you can see its age. And that's the thing with Allegiant, is that they have some really old A320s, A319s, A320s, and now they also have some really new ones that are well under 5 years old. So it depends on, I guess it kind of depends on which aircraft you're getting. I recently went on that new A320 that was in the video, November 246 NV. That one was a newer aircraft, and honestly it didn't really feel too different for the most part. So Allegiant does have a very consistent product. Another thing that I didn't like is I noticed after about 4 hours, because I went down to Orlando and flew back, I didn't record the other bit just because I didn't really get a window seat. I could feel a little bit of discomfort. These seats are obviously not fully padded, they don't have recline, they don't have adjustable headrest. They're really bare bones. So if you're gonna fly 3 or 4 hours with Allegiant, that's something to keep in mind. But if you're doing a little flight that's under 2 hours, you're definitely fine. And even for me, like I'm a pretty skinny guy. So for me, I'm gonna feel it more than maybe someone else will. But you know, the seats obviously are not gonna be the most comfortable in the world. You're getting what you pay for. And Allegiant is a low-cost airline, and they're a really good one in my opinion. So getting into some of the things I liked, the extra legroom seat on the Allegiant A320 product is phenomenal. I actually initially didn't plan to get that seat. Someone at the gate upgraded me to it, and it was really nice. Like, I wasn't expecting when I got in there to have that much legroom. I'm only 5'9", I'm not really tall, but I could basically fully extend my legs in that seat. And it was really nice, like having that much legroom. It was basically, the legroom itself was like on par to some Delta first class products I've been on, some other first class products I've been on. The leg space is phenomenal. The only thing that can be maybe a bit of an issue is the seat, like seat comfort itself, but we've already addressed that. The next thing that I really like on Allegiant is the service. Like, the service on Allegiant is really good. I've had really good flight attendants on Allegiant. Some flights have had so-so, but for the most part, Allegiant's flight attendants have been really good. So on my flight back from Orlando back to Knoxville, I didn't record this footage. She saw me coming back on, one of the flight attendants, and actually gave me a free drink and a free snack just because I flew with them twice the same day, and I work for the airport. So it was a really nice gesture. I don't think anyone's actually really done that for me. Well, in one of my upcoming flight reports, we'll talk about that. I had one on the Delta A320 experience, but video on that will come out eventually. But yeah, the flight attendants on Allegiant have been really cool. I love the vibes on Allegiant. For me, I just really enjoy it. I haven't flown Frontier or Spirit yet. Hopefully in the future we'll get to that, along with many other flight review videos that I have stored in my vault of freaking content. It's crazy. It's really crazy. So we'll get to Spirit and Frontier eventually, after all the content vault is released here on YouTube. But I digress. But my experience with this Allegiant flight was really good. I've flown with Allegiant before. I haven't flown them in a couple years, so it was really nice to come back, fly them again, especially after me having flying for 5 to 6 months. Last time I flew was basically end of December. So I was just willing to basically fly anywhere on any airline. It was so great to be back in the skies after just missing it so much. I didn't really care what airplane, if it was a CRJ200, an ERJ145. It was a really great experience to be back in the air. So those are my thoughts. Let me know in the comment section if there's anything I can improve upon, any other suggestions, questions. Let me know down in the comment section below. I will definitely answer to your comments at some point. I'll be down there. So yeah, really hope you enjoyed this video. Smash the like button for me. It really brings this YouTube video out to many more people here on YouTube. And yeah, I want to say thank you for watching.